Hello, welcome back. Last time I spent way too long in this place and got real tired of it. But I did observe a couple of things that might help me right now. So let me see if I can fix them real quick. So this wind gate gets me up here. In the daytime, these bridges are not as obvious. So currently, this bridge is on, and a bridge over here is on. And this one over here is off, all the rest are off. So there are 3 bridges currently on. One is way in the distance, inaccessible to me. There are 2 levers here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so no effect from pulling that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, okay, some effect from pulling that. Hold on. This means nothing. I had access to that at all times. What are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. Still, same. Did I ever pull this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing else. Okay, there's none here, there's none here, there's none here, there's none here. There is one here that I just pulled. It had no visible effect. Wait, hang on. One of those made a wind gate. Is it you? I don't know, but the wind gate is made. Okay, so when I pull this twice, the wind gate goes away. But this one had an effect. Something was changing on screen when I pulled it. It's this one. Yeah, this is the one that I needed. Okay. So I pulled that 3 times. I'm going to pull it a 4th time, and this goes away, right? Wrong, that's still there. Is it? Is that shadows or sparkles? I think it's sparkles. That's definitely sparkles. That's still definitely sparkles. Okay, well that's an odd number of times to pull. Okay, so from here I can definitely see 5 bridges that are on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should let me get somewhere. Does going through this wind gate turn one off? 1, 2, 3. No, it's still on. Okay. So I don't know how I managed not to try this configuration. Maybe like the other levers there are traps. This gets me nowhere. Okay, so I need something oh hey. That's new. It did that. Okay, there we go. And now I can get here. Claim this key. Oh, it's a tomb key. Neat. Reclaim my rock. And I can even get a crystal flower. Neat. Okay, I got my stuff. It was just that little snarl of levers. I wonder if, like, pulling additional levers in there disables the one that was enabled by the left lever. Like, I enter facing this way. This lever in front of me turns off the wind gate. This lever here did the good stuff. Then there was one here and one here that I messed with every time it came through. And maybe that's what was messing up the energy bridges. Okay, did I see everything there is to see? I believe so. There's a coral there. Nothing interesting if I jump down anywhere ever. Alright, so tomb key is my real prize here. Did that other dude I killed drop anything like a coral anywhere? I don't think so. Okay, so the other thing was that at one point I was told to visit the Isle Museum to claim a prize for something. Oh, hi. What are you doing here? Wasn't expecting wargs. Oops, sure, freeze. So from somewhere, wargs have come to see me. Oh right, I can't freeze a group. But when it's just one, I can. Sometimes, maybe. Can I freeze one that used to be in a group? Did you, like, recenter yourself? Now you did. You sort of take a couple of tiles to do it, and then you can freeze. So I suspect it's a group formation, whoops, that makes freezing impossible, and you remain in group formation right after you die and maybe for one step past that. That's what I thought I saw. Isle Museum, I believe, is this. Maverin's thingy. Realm of consciousness, yes. Okay, through past the bush. Isle Museum. Okay, it is actually named that. So somewhere in here is a reward for me. These are still all closed. What told me that? Oh, I did that? Uh-huh, that's still true. That was where the 4 levers were. That was where the crystal flower was. Nothing else of interest here. Well, there's nothing here for me. The force fields are still all closed. So whatever reward was supposed to be here, I guess I just don't get it. Which of these are interesting to me? None. I mean, maybe the blade would be useful, but mostly none. Okay. Well, fine. This is also solid, but a little more obviously. I have been back here. What did that lead to? A lever that I pulled. Okay. So the place to go right now, I think, is deeper down. There was a level 2 to the underground that I never managed to actually get to. I mean, it was open to me. I just chose to go everywhere else first. Are there any closed things on the surface? No. I think I've fully covered the surface now. Okay, so I want to climb down that trapdoor to the right. Okay. I guess I'll make a save first. Sure. That's right, I had spent a tomb key down here somewhere. Once again, I had a spare tomb key somehow from way back. I had spent one down here and I got one up above, so I think I was supposed to do the up above stuff first and come down here with the key after that. A similar thing happened in Katalik's dungeon, I think. Maverin's Lair. Alright, so gonna fight another... what do they call these? Examiner. How many times have I actually been diseased here? I don't know. Maverin's despise of political oppression led to his yearning for strength to overcome his oppressors. As time passed on the Isle, Maverin trained incessantly to gain the necessary powers that were required to overthrow his leaders back in his world. With absolute power, Maverin became a hypocrite. He became something worse than his leaders, something more dangerous. Just as his rulers did, Maverin enslaved his people, a slave driver to all who were weaker than he, including the previous rulers. None could oppose him, none would dare, hence his name, Maverin the Tyrant. Okay. Well, I could, if you're past there. That's just a regular venomous blade. I have a better one. I'll get to you when I get to you. Calm your pants. Are you in here? Probably. Oh, well that's silly. I pick up a poison bomb and I get poisoned. Well, you know what? You just gave me these and I have a ridiculous number of them, so drink one of those. I want to look around first. I'll face you eventually. So yeah, implication is Maverin is right through that door. If this just loops back around to the start, there's not a whole lot of dungeon here. I do like the poison bomb that I pick up that spews poison at me. Alright, Maverin, let's fight. Okay, I have been waiting for you to arrive. Feel free to show me what you can do. Which one are you? That one? Okay. People being mean to me. You be frozen. And just stay out of my way for a moment. You also be frozen, sure. Okay, petrified, that's annoying. I can't fix that from here. I need a crystal for it. Alright, I got into a bad situation. Probably gonna start over from that save. Yeah, I might as well. Okay, so that's what I'm facing in there. Alright, so I have a better spell than Freeze for holding something in place. It's cast like this. So I want to queue one of those up. I also want to do a shield for... Is that shield? No. What is that then? That's Dispel. Okay, right. And get ready with a force field. I want to imprison the archer thingy. Floating snakehead, you. That was a silent force field, why? Okay, well now that I'm here, that's fine. It just means that I won't get cornered by that thing specifically, at least not right away. She's still in there, okay, great. Sure, I don't want a foot injury during this. That would be bad. Okay, so we got Mavrin zooming around there. Mostly I just want to avoid petrification. Yeah, you're in this battle now, and so are you. Okay. Are you susceptible to... Yeah, I froze you earlier, didn't I? I'm gonna do it when your back is exposed somewhere. It's currently not. It's currently not convenient. That's not great, but it'll do. Okay, great. Is my shield still up? Yes, it is. I could do, like, ouch, fire shield or something, because he is fireballing me. You have a warg in a cage there. Are you going to free it at some point, probably? You showed me your back for a second. Can I freeze you? Yes. Okay, well there we go. Freeze and backstab. That's my strategy. You put up a shield, aren't you fancy? I can't backstab your shields. It's a uniform sphere. I think I might also not be able to freeze you through the shield. Alright, you. If you're gonna be this noisy about being poisoned, then I guess I'll fix you. Wasn't really dealing any damage to worry about. It was just noisy. Alright, shield gone. Have a freeze. Okay, that'll do. And you're dead. Really? Master key? Well, that's not necessarily like a master key that's actually a master key. You know, opens every lock. Heavy golden key with a handle shaped like a symbol of an X. Though I don't think there are any locks I needed to... that I knew about that I needed to open and couldn't. I could recheck. Okay, Dark Vengeance, heavy weapon. Hey! That's an upgrade! Cool! No drawbacks. Requires heavy weapons 4. Flurry of slashes. Unfortunate, but that's fine. At least it's a special attack I can use. A blade crafted using modern technological methods. The razor-sharp blade was once wielded by a jaded official who became corrupted once she attained political power. Alright, great. Upgrade for you, and too much to carry. As always. Hey, Warg. I can't release you. You're just stuck there forever. What's this? Tome of Gloom. Lose energy 25, gain, resist poison 10, resist cold 10, resist shock 10. I think I read one of those once. That'd be for you, right? Because you don't care about energy, and your resistances are okay. This doesn't help fire, but it helps all the others, and I've helped your fire a lot. Your fire's only resistance is only low because of what you're wearing. So sure, that sounds fine. Done. Alright, it's 3 examiners, right? Well, I took down all 3. I don't know if they died or just like... Oh hey, is that Bane? It is. Oh, okay. Well, is this real Bane? It appears to be. Devastate. Yeah, that's the attack I actually want. So if I had 2 heavy weapons users, this would give equivalent weapons for both of them, basically. Alright, great. Well, there we go. Feels like I have endgame equipment now. I didn't step there? How annoying. Can I fix that now? Unlikely. Though maybe. That door did open. There we go. Alright, I was expecting a whole dungeon here. I guess the dungeon was up above. Oh, the Path of Future Verse. Okay. I've heard of this. I didn't expect to be taken here. But that's where I am now. Alright, I guess I'm saving. Saving. The sky looks like Old Scorched Valley. After our time here in this realm, we have come to realize that it is the ruler's aim to control the minds of the creatures here on this isle. They take these things from various worlds, place them here, and then possess them in order to test any newcomers. These rodent-like creatures all behave the same way, as do the others, never attempting to attack each other, always our party. They are slaves, yet they are unaware of their bondage. In addition, this examination seems to be seasonal, as we have met others who have been trapped here for what seems to be a single season. A season on this isle equates to roughly 2 months from my world, longer or shorter for each of my companions. The corpses that litter this world are quite old, and we feel that this test has seen many ages. What we do not understand is why do they allow us to challenge them? If they were entertained, then surely they would simply destroy us when we near the end of their test. Perhaps there is no end. Of our battles against the 3 rulers... So Risa is still alive and is perhaps from last season, and she survived, and maybe our fate is just to get trapped here forever like she was. I don't know where she is now, though. We helped her escape. There's another note that I need to reread. The long one had some interesting stuff now that I have context. Perhaps there's no end. Of our battles against the 3 rulers, 3, we noticed that they use a staff to conjure powerful spells. We believe our only hope is to acquire this staff in order to destroy these wretched beings. Whomever discovers these notes, take heed. You must acquire the staff and destroy the 3. If not, then you will be doomed to wander this Isle of the Deranged until you perish. Implying they are still alive, which was already kinda sorta implied to me. I passed their test. I defeated them in combat as much as they wished to fight me at the time I fought them, but they're all still alive, right? Never yield, never surrender. May our destinies intertwine on better circumstances at a warm tavern far from this world. Good luck, friends. Okay, so now that I read that long note, let's read this long note. To whomever finds this, please concentrate on your survival. Look not to the seas, but rather to the elements. There is no escape by the way of the ocean. I know this because another forewarned me. She informed me that throughout my journey, I must find the power gems and use them in Greater Grimmer Woodlands. Only 2 are needed to open the way to one of the water essences. I wonder what became of Risa. So I think she's the one who was talking to Giannis here. Once I have it, only 2 are needed to open the way to one of the water essences. I do remember using 2 power gems early on. That's probably what I used them for. Once again, note to be understood retroactively only. Once I have attained it, I should head to the Eastern Jalza to find the other. She mentioned that it was irrelevant whether I attained the Eastern Jalza water essence first, but I must attain both. Afterwards, I need to head to the Southern Jalza, then to Elemental Plains, then place them both upon the 2 altars. Okay, I did all that. Following that, I must head toward the Eternal Catacombs and fuse the 4 power gems together. Well, that comes much later, but yeah, it is there. The adventurer informed me that I must have all 4 power gems before I can fuse them. I am not sure what this action will achieve, but I do know that the 4 gems must be fused after I have attained the other essences. Okay. I know that the information is correct because I have seen both the gems and the essences. In addition, the woman seemed sincere, and to be honest, she did not have to help a simple jester such as me. I wonder what became of Risa. Okay, so she was still alive last I saw her. You were not. I never saw you, I think. Didn't I see the corpse of a jester once? Was it yours? So anyway, that whole note makes sense now. Oh no, a cursed axe. I think I can fix it. Is it a throwing axe? Yeah, it is. Ha! Alright, I'm gonna save here. In your offhand, I could put this. I have this here just in case I want ice damage, I guess. Or like, maybe I should leave the meteor hammer there. Oops, not you. Yours. Sure, why not? Oops, not you. Yours. So, is that going to close on me then? And poison me up? Let me get ready for that to be the case. Uh-huh. But no poisoning is happening. Oh, okay. Maybe it will once I take these down. Only on their own tile. Okay, defeat 2 and that opens. Defeat 3? And nothing happens. Okay. Long-lasting poison clouds. I'll come back after those dissipate. Alright, rattling are chipmunks, okay. Little tiny rats. I'll swing a huge axe at them. Can't do anything... Well, sure I can. I can fire burst or shock. That'll hit on the ground. There's nothing here. Maybe killing those open a door or something. Bridge to somewhere. Hey, herder. Twigret, team. The herder has to wait for the twigret because it walks slower. Okay, why am I... Okay, I was in a bottleneck. Okay. Bora, sure, who's hungry? You? Sure, why not? Got no shock weapons, so everything I have is fine against you. There's nothing in particular that's great for you, just one thing that's bad. Really? That bomb's too heavy. Alright, fine. Rapier goes here. A bow. A cursed bow. Yet another fallen warrior. It looks as though their weapon and armor were damaged during battle. Is that why I can't pick them up? Alright then. Okay, might as well mark this. And this. This one's open. I can go here. Okay, whole bunch of doors. The master key won't help me when there's no lock. There was that one spot on the main beach, or like off the main beach, Isle of the Deranged, the zone, where I was supposed to put something on a shelf to open a door, and that never quite happened. Oh, and I did want to return to the zoo for something. There are lots and lots of remaining mysteries. I'm not going to get anywhere close to 100% secret completion here. I already know that. Final testing area. Ultimate trial for the 5,110 participants? Or is that a date? I don't know if this is a running total of how many people have taken the test, or if it's some other something. Final testing area, huh? Path that few traverse. Or is 5,000 some the few, and there are way more than that who failed before this point? I don't know. Let's go this way. Hi, Viper Roots. I hear you. Huh? Calmness Trench? Oh, not Viper Roots. It does not seem very calm. I will not disagree with that. Calmness Trench, there it is. I was supposed to read that. I guess my party did as I walked by. Okay, that wasn't Viper Roots coming out of the ground, it was ghouls. I can get to them. This dialogue. Wow. Okay, well that's no longer closed. What about this? Still is. What about this? Still is, okay. Let's go to the Calmness Trench. You go right through that ladder. I can hit you right through it. Sure. You can pounce on your head, which I don't actually want to do. I don't really want to sit and get scratched up by you. So this is how I'm going to fight. I could jump off here, but that would put me too far from the ladder. I always want to be on the ladder. Or like at the ladder. Can I freeze you? Not with that ice bolts. Ouch. That hurts. Let's do something that I never do. Oops, it's just one. Right. I'm used to the Guardians. For convenience, I have all these mushrooms, I have more at home. Let's just have 3 healing potions on everybody. Because this looks like a situation where those will come in handy. Alright. Eagles. Alright, you be frozen. I have laid some damage on you. So since you froze, I should focus on this, I guess. Roar, scratch. Yes, I know. Did you freeze? You probably did, because I don't hear any attacks coming from my left. I moved away from the ladder. That's a risk, but I think it's fine. It's less fine now. Okay, it's totally fine. No problem. There's another one to my right. Oh, these are weak to fire. That's right. So I do want this. I'm not used to them being because normally they aren't, but on this map they are. Wait, sometimes? Not this one. This ghoul is a normal ghoul, was not set to be weak to fire like the others. Okay, if you say so. How strange. All the little inconsistencies. Okay, so neither of those are cursed. Why do I pick those up? Because they're on the ground and they can be picked up. Why do you think? Okay, well, that's the columnist trench. Did that help me open any doors? Other than this one. What was this? A way that I was going to go but didn't finish going or something? That's still closed. That's still closed. I don't think I have access to a Crystal of Life right now. I didn't mark this one up here. Is that because it was open or just because I didn't mark it? Just because I didn't mark it. So same style of door as this. They look like they might connect. That was the final something or other. Okay, so unmarked. Final testing area. Other stuff that I can reach. Here. Hi. Okay, well, that's a nothing. Okay, well, that's a nothing. There's food there. This is, yeah, that's a door. Path of Future Verse. Mm-hmm. Anybody hungry? You are. I see that herder. It doesn't see me. It doesn't have eyes. But it does have some way to sense where I am. Greater energy potion, cool. Got a lot of little ones of those. Cool. Oh, hey, yeah, right. You drank one. Everybody back to 3, I think. Hey, herder. Greater herder. Or like aged up herder or something. Whatever you're supposed to be. So for these, anything but earth, right? So I guess fire is going to be stronger if I can take the time to charge it up. But see, like, that's time spent not attacking with my other people. Which is fine if I'm in that situation. But annoying otherwise. Speaking of annoyances, I sure don't like having to eat. That's not what I was annoyed about at all. Carrying capacity. I was holding food, so my mind just like auto-completed that thought, because it had already moved on to other things by the time it was like halfway out of my mouth. Funny how that happens. You do have a back, okay. So small herders have, actually I think all herders do. It's just like the summon stones that don't. Oops. The central teleporter is now active. I didn't know there was one of those. Alright, central means here? Feels like it would mean here. You're not moving. I know you don't have a back. And now you lost your shader, right? Just a regular green slime once you unfreeze. No, you still had an effect. Okay. So that one persisted. So there's a central teleporter. Will that maybe take me out of here, back to friendly territory? I'd be cool with... Oh, hey, look at all these. Found a whole Falconskyer grove. Don't care, don't care, don't care. So remains of another adventurer that nobody felt like remarking on. Rotten bread, tasty. Hey. Dark Acolyte, release us and we promise your death will be quick. Okay. I'll give you what you wanted to give to me. Let's see, those are unfreezable, right? So Dark Acolyte, that's your name, huh? This is a real annoying spot to fight, but I can do it. Let's see, so around this way will work. Wait, why I keep frostbolting if you can't freeze? Oh shoot, you're hurting kind of a lot. I guess you could also drink one of these. Sure, why not? Alright, this spot's fine. Kinda. Okay, so you do turn and attack. Alright. That death could have been quicker, but it was fine. Northwest. Okay. Something something central teleporter. Here's another thing I'm going to check. A lot of herbs down here. A lot of herbs down here. It seems our examiners are unharmed and ready to face us. Oh, okay. Yep, that's one of them. Okay, don't want to go there right now. I'm not ready to face them. I could, but I don't feel like it. I want to see if I can get to safe territory and just go bum around doing nothing for 2 days before I go mess with them. Still closed. That's not where the central teleporter is. I didn't see any place that would house one of those. in any obvious way. Central. I mean, I might just be stuck down here until I finish what there is to do. Northwest. Here, I guess. Okay. I'm going to assume that's what this did and unmark it. Yeah, this is in the northwest quadrant, sure. And in the northwest wedge. That one remains closed, yes, but I can access both sides. Pit with stuff in it. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a whole long thing. Alright, well I'm comfortable now. I don't have a specific need to go back. I wouldn't mind being able to get back, but yeah, so there's final testing area here. Bunch more closed doors. Does this really not just have like a button that'll open it somewhere or something? I guess maybe it's just closed. Alright, I'll come back next time and mess with this area some more, maybe refight examiners or something, and see what happens. I'll see you then.